Hello, my name is Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Hurrah 3 as German Empire. In previous episode, we got ourselves embroiled in a war for, I guess it's kind of for the independence of Alger, which is basically Sumatra. And the French were trying to invade them. I think they are going to be getting their landing done in there. The question is then, can we clear out their stuff quickly enough? Like, they will be taking the northern province over there, I think. I don't know if Alger is going to be having enough troops in there. But we have been doing pretty good in Africa, so we could maybe send some of the armies from here down to Sumatra to help there. We're sinking a lot of their convoys. Actually, let's have a look. French Empire. If we have a look at the market, can we see the amount of convoys that they have? No. Oh, Holland's actually part of the French market. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I can see that they're having a bit of issues with the market access already. So I dare say it's probably fairly likely that anything that uses convoys is basically done for. Can I actually hold on a minute? French shipping lines. Oh yes, they got 0% of the convoys needed. Good. We might have a bit of a loss over here at Troyes, but I suspect that the other battle, yeah, that's going to be a victory at least. So sooner or later, we're going to get a bit of a ground over here, and then we could maybe try to get to Paris. It's not going to be an easy battle, but I suspect that we got quite a bit of advantage over the enemies in this subject. I suppose another thing that I could do, if we select the front over here, maybe Hindenburg, you can start advancing in the front again, although I know that you don't really have a lot of troops there. We've got fairly good bonuses in there, and I think, was it over here? Oh, right, we need another general for this. We'll do the Brave Offensive Planner. I think that's going to be a smart idea. And we'll give you a promotion. Did the other one... Right, Asselman is also Offensive Planner, so I'm going to have both of these start advancing the front. We'll still get a bit of troops on the defensive, just in case. If we can get, like, good generals on the fight, we can get a lot better modifiers for our troops. And thus, we might be able to conquer at least Champagne, and, well, we'll occupy that for a while, as well as... Branch Comfort. That might not be happening, the latter especially. We've got about a year, or a bit more than a year, for the NCO training to be completed. Or research, so we can then get the squat infantry. We won't get that during this war, because that's just going to be a bit of a disaster trying to switch troop types during the war. Unless you do like one army at a time, then it's more manageable. But even then, it's probably not worth the trouble mid-war. Oh, and there we go. This might be a victory. The enemy's having a bit of a blunder. We've got... Right. Sachs is attacking... I think this is the new commando that we've just got in here. We are taking a bit more casualties than the enemy is, but I think overall with the numbers advantage we should be fine. We've got the logistics security, the morale loss is reduced. But they are getting a lot more demoralized. Or a bit more demoralized than we are. They've got the dug in. Now that's going to be a bit of a rough one. For us, for sure. But yeah, so we did lose a bit more ground in Champagne. We've got still 48% in there. So it's not the end of the world. We're still sinking a lot more of this French convoys. Ooh. Are we actually going to lose this battle? I think we might. Oh, yeah, we're lost, right? Yeah, okay, so that's going to be a defeat in there. I guess... Oh. Pontianak left to... Oh, right, that switched sides, didn't it? Yeah, that used to be one of the... Oh, yeah, the Dutch East Indies have lost so much territory. And Portugal controls... Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of Portuguese... well, some Portuguese stuff over here as well. So Dutch East Indies is very much reduced in size. Oh, what do we have? Ah, right, so we've got the Asher front in northern Sumatra. I'm going to go ahead and send in one of the armies down there. Hopefully we can get there in time. It's probably going to be that we'll lose a bit more. Like, we might have to start fighting them in southern Sumatra or something once we get there. But I'm hoping that we can get there quickly enough. It's a bit of long distance, mind you. So it might not be all that quick. But we'll be clearing out a bit more of the North Africa in the meanwhile with the other army. And yeah, that's a loss in Franche-Comté. As well as... this is probably going to be another loss over here in Champagne. In which case, perhaps I should just hold my ground for the time being. Let the armies recover, because we have taken a lot of losses right now. Because I could activate my conscripts. That is always a possibility. I'm going to keep the main army attack. No, actually, that's pretty low on strength as well. It'll defend the front. Let the French take the casualties for a little while, if they dare even attacking, which I don't know if they do. I mean, they've lost a lot of troops there. But we've also taken quite heavy losses right now, so... Oh, and we've got 65 million in population. I mean, that's pretty good growth overall. I suppose we did get a little bit of population. Yeah, we got almost 3 million in the unincorporated states. So that is quite substantial, but overall, we're still doing pretty good here. The war hasn't really had much of an impact on our economy. I mean, you know, maybe a little bit on our population, but even that's not too bad. If we have a look at the total losses, our side has taken a bit more wounded. The dead are almost equal. And the cost of war is a lot higher on our side, but I suppose this doesn't factor in the Belgian losses, so overall it might have still been slightly better. Ooh, that's going to be a bit of a loss there by the looks of it. We've got a bit of fleet over there, and I do wonder, actually, if we were to take this one off of the headquarters again, send that to North Germany. So the idea is this. We're going to try to do a landing into somewhere. Actually, let's have a look at the... Oh no, that's all same area there. So we can't really do a landing into their territory. I mean, we could maybe do something like Corsica, or maybe go for here somewhere, or send more help down here. Oh yeah, Sumatra is going to be a bit... I think we're going to lose this battle, actually. Did they put in any war... Oh! Oh, right, so it could be that Alger is going to step out of the war, but I don't have to. Which means that they'll still need to fight me. And I control my war goal already. So Spain might step... Oh, actually, no, Spain probably won't step out of the war. But Alger will. So they'll get these areas unless our armies get in there in time, which is unlikely, since the enemy's got quite a good head start on all of that. They won't really get much of benefit from this area yet until the convoy situation is fixed, and as long as they're fighting me, he won't be fixed. Okay, there's a few battles going on. So defending in 2 battles and attacking in 1. The attack is going to be a loss, but the defenses are definitely going to be good. I can pretty much guarantee that. I mean, oh, well, actually, this might be a bad one. We've got a lot of battalions, but the manpower isn't actually that much. They might get a little bit into Alsace, but yeah, that is going to be... Oh, right, that's the attack. Lorraine, that's going to be... Oh, yeah, so Alger has stepped out of the war, which means that the French war support can now go below 0. And they're losing 10 per week. So in a matter of a few weeks, we'll have Gabon. That's about it. They will be surrendering soon enough, so we just need to hold our ground for the time being. And then we'll have another victory. Yeah, that is a bit of a loss there, of course, but I don't think the enemy is going to be able to hold on for too much longer. They've taken a lot of casualties. Actually, yeah, capitulation decide is massive. The war support is going down because they've taken a lot of casualties. 1.4 million casualties suffered compared to the max military size. Ooh. Proposed by Spain. Return Gabon. Sure. Looks like France is actually accepting that. There we are. Oh, and there was, right, there was another thing in there. So I got Gabon, right? Yes, so let's go and expand Congo. So they get that area now for them. I already had part of that state anyway, but there we go. It's a little bit cleaner borders. Our troops can return home. And the economy is probably recovering rather swiftly. I mean, there's not that much recovery that needs to happen, quite frankly. We've got 20.4 standard of living. Infamy has dropped down to 71, which is pretty decent. I suppose another thing that I could do now... Oh, wait, actually, no. We're going to wait until we get the NCO training, then we're going to switch all the armies. We're going to let the armies change... Oh, right, so we did actually get the truce before November 1918. Not that much before it, but yeah. Oh, there's a bit of French unrest in Alsace-Lotharingen. Okay, then. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad, alright? We've got almost 4 billion population there, actually. We've got such a massive amount of money. Oh, wait. I don't even need to reduce taxes either. I could reduce the porcelain tax, I suppose. Get myself a little bit of, like, I've still got so much money that I don't really need to worry about that. I suppose one... Oh, I think it might be time to increase the construction speed, actually. Let's have a look, actually. Where do we have still peasants available? Franconia? I guess we'll build another 5 over there. It might not be the best in terms of local resources, but we've got at least some population in there. I mean, the iron mines are there, so that helps. Do we have a steel? Yeah, we got some steel mills as well. So it's not actually that bad. The textile mills, on the other hand, I suppose the power seems to be a problem. We've got some power plants being built. So it seems like we need a lot of power in there, actually. I'm going to build another one, just in case. Now, I suppose what I could do is I could quickly go ahead and toss these construction sectors to the top of the list. So those will be done very quickly, and that's going to get us probably over 1,500 total construction speed. It could still be higher, but honestly, it's still pretty good. We've got over 80 million gold reserves, so that doesn't grow quite as quickly anymore, and the investment pool is 40 million as well, so we've got basically up to 120 million that we can spend if need be. Our influence numbers are a bit less. Oh, we're still trying to improve relations with USA, are we? They're still rather hostile towards us. So the relations aren't actually... Okay, well, we're still improving it at least. Slowly, but... Oh, Association of Syndicates formed by Spain. Now, since we have reduced our infamy a little bit, perhaps it's time to go ahead and conquer another nation down here in Uganda. Yes, I should be able to do that. It's only 4.4 infamy, so yeah, we'll do that. They might get a little bit help from some nations. If they do get help from the side, that's actually going to be perfect. We can then take a bit more of their lands. Is this army... Yeah, it's in full strength. Well, we'll be utilizing the local troops then. We do have another army here, just in case, but I don't know if we would need to activate that. If we don't, I won't. If we do, then we'll have to. Wait, why is this army doing... Oh, it's one of our armies returning from Africa. I was like, that's an interesting route to go, all the way around Africa, and then back to Germany. But it has returned now. So, let's actually go ahead and speed up a little bit. I do wonder if they're going to actually invite anyone. If they don't, that's fine by me. If they want to liberate German Congo, well, that's a bold move. A futile move, mind you, but bold nonetheless. Doesn't look like they're actually getting any help. At least they haven't invited anyone yet. And while there are some nations that might be willing to join, like I suppose Occitania would be potentially, or would prefer to fight on the side of Bunyoro. I don't think they will. Oh, right, there's fighting going on in the Balkans. I guess Serbia's having a revolt, so Romania supporting them. Alright then. Oh wow. Investment pool increasing 500,000 per week. No wonder that the construction or the investment pool is ballooning a bit. I think we're going to need to get a bit more of these then. Brandenburg, we're going to get another 10 construction sectors there. Also going to go ahead and make sure that those get to the top of the list. There we are. We didn't really increase our construction speed for a while, so I guess it's time to do that again. Oh, election season is upon us. The Conservative Party is still leading by quite a wide margin. That doesn't really surprise me. But yeah, they're doing pretty well in that, I suppose. There are a little bit armies in here, but yeah, they still haven't gotten anyone to help them, so this is going to be a fairly easy victory for us. And then we can maybe go ahead and capture Angola, and then maybe go for these two. I don't know if we'll do all of that in this episode. We'll see how much we can do and how much infamy that's going to occur, or, you know, get us trying to keep it somewhat low so that we got a bit of a leeway in case there's events that increase it or something, because they have been quite common. Oh, we'll discover ease in Borneo. Well, well, well. Now, we do still need to potentially conquer a bit of Ethiopia to get the Scramble for Africa completed. Although, actually, maybe not. That's just 2 states over there. Most of the others we've already taken care of. They've got 30 battalions today. Our army... Oh, yeah, we should be easily winning this. If we were attacking, I guess. Right, let's just move in there. On an opportunity. Right, German Sea now. Oh, that's 90... Okay, we're just going to spend a bit of bureaucracy. That's a totally fair option. But yeah, so we've got much higher attack than they got defense, so this should be a fairly easy combat for us. And the war will be over probably in a few months. It still takes a little while for the combats to go through and all that, so... things take time. How much is the difference with... Oh, Navarro's got 21.0 standard of living, so we've got still 0.4 less than they do. That seems to be fairly sort of consistent difference between us right now. Of course, you know, if we compare their economy... Let's actually have a look. Navarra. What do we have? You've got 8.2 million GDP. I mean, you know, it's not a terrible. We just got like nearly 50 times the GDP. Oh, it's something like 45 times probably the GDP. But it might not be entirely a fair comparison. We've also got a much higher population, mind you, so the standard of living is most likely going to be a bit less. In general, how's the population growing, by the way? We're still getting 700,000 per year. I mean, that's pretty good. It's about a 1% growth per year. A bit more than that, but not too much. So I know that I said that I would be waiting for the NCO training to be done, but this is going to be a fairly quick war. We can probably do another one as well before we start switching the armies. And we can start switching the army composition in Europe already and just use the colonial armies until we're ready to utilize those. Or until they're ready for use. In a Cheshire solidarity with the Conservative Party, Anton Buntlin has encouraged his supporters to vote for it in the ongoing election. How's the... Well, you know what? I'm going to increase the armed forces attraction a little bit further. Maybe that will take away some of the clout away from the landowners, and thus we can drop those out of the list of groups to worry about. I mean, admittedly, getting the extra influence from them is not bad, so keeping them around could actually still be handy for us, especially as it comes to reducing the infamy. Ah, there we go, another battle started, and I believe we already control most of the state, right? Well, we do now. How much would Ancole be infamy for us? 4.1. That's not too bad. Sure, let's get it started. Oh. Okay, let's actually double check. That would get us... Oh, right, it would get us over 75 anyway. That might be the case. They do also have defensive pacts going on. Ah, okay. What about Caragve? Okay, this would be more like it. They got a guaranteed independence from Britain, though. Well... Dang it. What about Masai? You got no diplomacy going on. So I could potentially conquer stuff from you, although it's not necessarily something... Well, maybe go for the... Masai Equatoria, and then maybe the Rift Valley, and then we could form our colony down here in Sundry. On the other hand, what about Marina Kingdom? Ah, USA is guaranteeing your independence. Campaign financing. I'm going to provide a bit of financing for every party. I think that should be fine. Insufficient construction for investment. You don't say. That would be pretty impressive, I would say. Well, I suppose we'll just go out and get some more construction sectors then. We've still got a lot of peasants. Do we have any unemployed? We've got a little bit in Uganda, but not too many. The peasants are the one that we got plenty, so I guess we'll just go ahead and build another 5 in Franconia and Brandenburg. Get those 2 to the top of the list. And then we'll have a look at the market a little bit to figure out what we need. So if we look at our prices... Looks like fine arts is pretty high price. Telephones are pretty high price. Automobiles are pretty high price. Engines, of course. We could use a bit more silk. And we can always do some more artificial silk, I suppose. Let's have a look. Synthetic industries. I know it's... There we are. So it's Franco... Oh, right. We can do more in Brandenburg. And that would be... Actually, where's the highest earnings? Westphalia would be pretty good. Get 2 little... Oh, wait. And we'll get 1 in Brandenburg, I guess. And 1 in Silesia. Because we've got a load of textile industries, I believe, on some of these as well. So getting the silk production local will then help with the... or reduce the production cost overall, which is going to be very useful. And there we go. The construction speed is... Well, it's already 1600, but it's probably going to be going well over 1700. Maybe up to... close to at least 1800. After all of these are done. And there's a lot of oil rigs being built in our colonies. The Red Scare. You know what? Let's give them a bit of momentum. I don't know if that's going to go well. So maybe we can get someone else in power at some point. It's probably not going to happen, let's be honest, but we'll give it a go. Right, so we didn't actually declare a second war over here right now. Again, Masai would be an option. Oh, and there we go. The election is done. I think there's not going to be any change to the parties, though. Oh, we could get the industrialists in power. It wouldn't be much of a difference in the legitimacy. Sure, we'll get them in power. Maybe we can go ahead and switch some laws. For example, well, actually, no, not the free trade laissez-faire. There's a little bit of support for it. That would allow us to have even more production going for, or construction going for the private sector, because they've got the money to do that. So let's go ahead and try that. It's also going to give us another company, which means that we can then get the Suez company going. I know we tried this earlier. Oh, right, there's another fight going on in here. Right, Hurrahs and Galleys having a revolt. I don't think I need it in that one. And the NCO training is nearly done. We will have that soon. Oh, and the prestige is pretty good. How's the British prestige? They are probably the number 2. They've got nearly 4,000 as well. And there we are. There's the NCO training. So what we're going to do is we'll just go ahead and upgrade all units that we can. Also, I suppose what we should really do is we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Ironclads. I'm going to get some Dreadnoughts going. So we'll get 5 over here. Yeah, there's not a lot of available population down here on the coastal town. We'll get 5 from Hanover, and then we'll go for the other fleet. The second. Oh, right, we've got 8 Dreadnoughts in here. Oh, we could, well, yeah, we're going to get 8 Dreadnoughts in here, rather. So I'm going to get 4 over there. Hold on a minute. Now, there's 3 in there right now. I suppose that's going to get to 25, though, so I think that's going to be fine. Then we can go for Mecklenburg. That's going to be 5, 6, 7, and Holstein's going to get another one. There we go. So that's going to be improving our fleets, getting some Dreadnoughts in there. That's probably going to give us a bit of a boost through the Navy somehow. Although, actually, is there a journal entry for that? Yes, Dreadnought Warfare. Guns and Steam. That will be taking place after that. Right, next thing is going to be the Stormtroopers, and I believe all our... actually, let's have a look at our armies here. Maybe it is time for us to switch away to the truck transport. It will increase the automobile consumption a lot, but it does also mean that we use a bit less engines. Which then, of course, means that the automobile production will be more profitable. And we can switch away a few more motor industries, probably all the remaining motor industries, to produce automobiles as well. Because the engine demand, while it's still large, is going to be slightly less. That German army needs a few things there. Also, I should probably go ahead and put the motorized reconnaissance. Although eventually we'll get the aerial reconnaissance, but we don't have the production quite yet. We're working on it, but we don't have it quite yet. Oh, right, the 14th German army? Oh. Oh, it is 7. Oh, right, there's the one in Uganda. Although I don't think it's the main army. So I'm just going to go ahead and transfer these troops to the other army that we have local here. That would be the... Is it these... Let's see, 13th army. Yeah. We'll transfer all. Confirm. So that would be quite a bit of infantry in here. It will be squad infantry as well. Although, you know, it's going to take a few moments to upgrade and all that. But actually, I do wonder... Oh dear, Hindenburg has died. Oh no. I do wonder, how does the squad infantry compare to the trench infantry? The trench infantry's got defense of 40 and offense of 30. And it's 40 and 50. Also, a little bit less morale loss. It does, of course, need more ammunition and radios. But, of course, that means that the radio production will then be more profitable. I do actually wonder now, did that change a lot of the... So, automobile production, yeah, that's probably something we should go ahead and just switch all the motor industries to now. Bit of automobile production. We'll also try to get as... Oh, right, electric engines are being built as many places as they can. We can't do that in quite everywhere. Also, the electric industry. Maybe the radio production would be more profitable right now. And I think we might go ahead and build a few more of those electric industries just in case. Let's have a look at earnings. And also, well, okay. I'm going to build one in our colony. Let's actually have a look at the peasants. So Franconia still got plenty. We're going to build another one in there. Bavaria could maybe get one. Start getting loads of telephones and radios going. We do have a few places with slightly lower market access than what we need. The railway over here, that's actually not too bad. The port, well, I'm going to build another port over here in West Prussia, actually. I believe Danzig would be a perfect port to build up. But yeah, so we're going to get that increased a bit further. And is there... Oh, there's another civil war going in Luxembourg. They have so many civil wars this playthrough. It's like every few years there's a civil war going on in there. It's not easy to be down there. Oh, do we? Oh, right, no, it's just a low organization because we switched armies, I think. That's going to be causing some issues, but I'm sure they will be sorted out in due time. And more of the infantry is getting upgraded. Oh, okay. More exiles. We've got 1760 total construction speed. How's the, Invincible Ball is still growing quite quickly. I could, of course, always increase taxes a little bit to cover some of the deficits, but I'm not too worried about that. We've got 57 million, though, my goodness. But if we can get the last sphere go through... You know what? Just for the heck of it, we'll let the socialist movement push for their propaganda in Jutland. Ooh, we're not quite at 400 million in GDP. We would have definitely grown quite a bit recently. I suspect that the... Actually, let's have a look. Is the engine price still pretty high? Yeah. So I'm guessing the automobile price is now... Yeah, it's getting better for sure. I do actually wonder, if we have a look at Brandenburg, what do we have in the urban centre? Let's put the motor carriages in there, actually. That's going to give us a lot more transportation available. Ooh, routing speed capitulates the public. I'll take the 15% success chance. So we can actually potentially pass the law. That would be ideal. Oh, and France is having another revolution. Oh, right. Oh. There's an uprising. Oh, right. Sahara. Well, Sahara is uprising. Interesting. So actually, are they going to be getting that area? Maybe. Well, I don't know. Regardless, there's some potential land switching here. I mean, I suppose the French will probably be able to do a landing down here in Algeria and then go from move south from there. They'll probably hinder them a little bit, I dare say. Looks like we've got on below 70 infamy now, so that's at least a... Oh, Ottomans having a revolt as well. The purple looks like it's almost like it's Byzantium reforming there. I dare say it's probably not, but that's kind of how it looks like. Who's actually winning there? No, I think it's going to be Ottomans actually still winning that. They've still got a decent area at least, so they are still somewhat substantial power. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.